How would you characterize yourself? A whistleblower, disgruntled employee?
I'm certainly not a disgruntled employee because that implies that I don't have any legitimacy to my complaints. I'm not disgruntled. I would just describe myself as somebody who's in possession with a lot of information that the public should have seen many, many years ago. And it's just time for the public to see it, especially now with all the sudden acceleration. After the severance agreement, I felt I could not give Toyota back the documents because I believed Toyota was going to destroy them as soon as I gave them back. In fact, the severance agreement states that it could destroy all documents in my possession, and I didn't trust Toyota. They're very valuable to me, and they're very valuable to the public. I suppose they're valuable to Toyota as well because these documents can be used to establish liability against Toyota in product liability cases and negligence cases. So the documents are very valuable.
So they're potentially very damaging to Toyota?
Not potentially, they are. They are very damaging. The documents show an organization that is a criminal enterprise.
And for somebody suing Toyota, say in a rollover case or a sudden acceleration case, how valuable could the books of knowledge be?
Very valuable because the book of knowledge contains most of the information and electronically stored information that is located in Toyota City at Toyota Motor Corporation. And Toyota Motor Corporation does not produce all of the documents and electronically stored information that it's legally obligated to produce.
Why not?
They don't have any respect for the United States. They don't have any respect for the laws in this country. They don't have any respect for the judicial system. They're absolutely frightened by juries, and they have a certain level of arrogance that they actually believe they don't have to follow laws and they can follow their own practices.
And you had a nervous breakdown.
After 2 years of this type of behavior towards me, I did have a severe onset of major depressive disorder.
And you blame the stress and the pressure you were under to basically curtail the law?
Violate the law. I try to provide the plaintiffs in my product liability cases with all the information and documents and electronically stored information that I possibly could. And I went to the various North American companies to get that information because I knew Toyota wasn't giving it to me.
Did you break the law?
No. I did as much as I could as a lawyer for a client to not break the law. I wrote email after email, memo after memo, explaining the legal obligations that Toyota in Japan and TMS in the United States had to fulfill. The documents are clearly show that. Maybe that's one reason Toyota doesn't want the documents revealed. But I also went out and I got the evidence. It's only when the time to produce it where I was prohibited from doing it by the client. Toyota did not want to have a level playing field. Toyota always wanted to have the advantage of an unlevel playing field in its favor. Who knows what information is contained within those books of knowledge and some of the other information I found and documents I found, because Toyota would never allow me to review it.
Did you feel that Toyota couldn't risk having these books of knowledge revealed?
Listen, you have to produce documents and information under the law and discovery. If that information happens to be damaging to your case, then you can settle it. Toyota didn't want to settle the cases for a lot of money, and Toyota wanted to take I told Toyota to take certain cases to trial, but Toyota didn't want to produce all of the documents that were necessary.
How do you feel? This is I mean, what, the documents and even your talking has been in limbo for like 2 years now?
Yes. I want to get it out. I challenge anybody to cross-examine me, anybody to ask me questions. The documents speak for themselves. I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. I know the names of the people who are responsible for it. I know where the skeletons are hidden. If they truly believe that my accusations are misleading and inaccurate, why don't they release these documents to the press? I gave a complete flash to Toyota yesterday containing all my documents. They have all the documents now. So why don't they get up the press together in one of their big conference rooms and lay the documents out and let the press look at the documents? Because you know what? There's no privilege anymore. Congress has looked at them. Staff for congressmen have looked at those documents. So if they feel so strongly about these false beliefs, then let actions speak and not words. I would say to Toyota, stop killing people and give litigants a level playing field. And take care of the people who are severely, catastrophically injured because of your defective products. And open up your records like every other company in this country has to do when there's litigation.